Hey everyone, Brad Thorpe from Isophit. On today's episode of Isophit Q&A, we are going to be talking about where does Isophit fit in to the sports training paradigm. Right? Because there's a ton of stuff out there when you're looking at sport performance training, whether it's agility training, whether it's ballistic style stretching. You know, you got names coming out of everywhere to create a new sort of marketing strategy to give you guys something to spend your money on. But let's be honest. When you're looking at exercise and sport performance, there's two things you need to worry about. You need to worry about isometric components and isometric strength, and you need to worry about the dynamic component and velocity. Those are the only two things you really need to worry about. All the rest of it are buzzwords and marketing. So if you have the ability to resist deformation, let's say you're a football player and somebody hits you, so you get pushed off your position. Well, if you have enough isometric strength, you can respond to that so your stride doesn't change. So it's really about combining that velocity and that isometric strength component. Now, when you only focus on dynamic exercise and dynamic movement, injury risk goes way high. And the problem with that is if you're an athlete, if you're looking to get into university, if you're looking to get to the pros, you gotta not be hurt. That is the one thing that ends careers. You can be the best athlete on the planet, but if you're chronically injured, your career is pretty much over. So you might end up losing millions upon millions, even hundreds of millions of dollars, and potentially now billions of dollars in lost revenue. And you look at those reoccurring injuries that affect careers. I'm like, in my 40s, so there was like this guy from UNLV, a basketball player, his name is Larry Johnson. He was the #1 draft pick. His first 3 years in the NBA, he absolutely dominated. The guy was like a foregone, like before Zion Williams. Like that level of awesomeness. But he suffered from injuries. Now, if we looked at Zion Williams, he's chronically injured lately, right? He's on his second year. He's missed a whole bunch of time due to injury already. So what we need to focus on, folks, is we need to start focusing on adding isometric strength to aid in that resistance. So whether it's sport performance, right, like that impact force, or let's say you're a sprinter. Every race starts in an isometric format. So you have to take that isometric component of sprinting, right, which is the start, which is arguably the most important part of a 100-meter race. If you screw up your start, because you don't have that ability to go from an isometric contraction, right, that's like ready, set. Set is an isometric, just to let you know. And then it's go. So you gotta have that isometric component, and then you gotta generate huge amounts of force from a static position and get out of there. Olympic lifting, same comment. You start stationary, ramp up that tension, and then explode through your movement, and you finish with an isometric. Think about it. It's pervasive in performance. So that's where isometrics fits in, and specifically Isophit. So we're going to help you strengthen the isometric component. We're going to help with rate of force development. We're going to help with force transference. We're going to help with deformation stresses. All safer, all done more effectively, and done more efficiently. So that's where kind of Isophit fits in. But to simplify things, just put it at the beginning. It's going to help you prepare for the activities you guys love to do. I'll see you guys tomorrow on another episode of Isophit Q&A.